Hi there, Geoff Coughlin, editor Scale Modelling Now. So welcome to this inbox browse where we're going to take a look at this excellent release here from Kinetic in their gold series. Of course, it's the Harrier T.4 Kinetic, as I say, in 48 scale. And as you can see, if you just check out that box art, I mean, just look at that. And what is not to like about that? Cracking raspberry ripple scheme, and the Harrier in 48 scale and in this guise, this T.4 guise, is quite a substantial aeroplane, quite big, much bigger than the earlier Harriers, of course, the single seat Harriers. I mean, if I just put my hand up there, just check that out. You've got, that's the whole length of the fuselage, and of course you've got a nose cone to go on that and a pitot as well, and also a little bit of a tail cone to boot. So what have we got? This is the scheme, the box art, that box art there, that is the scheme that you get in this particular kit. And the kit is beautifully moulded, it has to be said. Some really nice fine panel lines, which you can probably see here. I like the fact, of course, you've got these open flaps that you can make them all with, of course, here on the intakes. You've got various sprues included for various stores and things, which of course you're not really going to need for this particular variant. But if you can find some other decals, you might well want to add some of the stores. But most of the stores, of course, are redundant. But I mean, just check these out nonetheless. Those stunning rocket pod heads over here. One piece upper wing section, which is clever. That's gonna work very well. Positionable. Exhaust stacks over here, which are nice. A little bit of looks like a little bit of flash there knocking around on those ones, but just be mindful of that. Of course, you get these Aiden gun pods underneath again, which you're not going to need for this particular variant. But the cockpit's very impressive. You get some lovely raised detail over here. Cockpit sidewalls by the look of it. Decent ejector seats, a pair of those, which are good. Cockpit tub over here as well. So again, just follow the instructions carefully about which parts are included for this two-seat T4, because as we've said here, there are different versions, and here you've got another alternate upper wing section, which you can see here, and then those two excuse me, two sprues over here covering all those stores. The clear parts are very nicely molded by the look of it. I like the look of those. And then you've got this single decal sheet here for that box art scheme, as we've seen. Instruction booklet. This is all right. It's not the best one I've seen, but it's clear enough, I suppose. You've got the paint references in the front end there. You've got various indications given there, of course, for how you build up the cockpit, and then the internal mechanism, which you could have here if you want to kind of swivel these nozzles about. I'm not a great fan of all that kind of thing, but just position them as you want, and then that usually works fine. And then you go through the rest of the build. So it's not a complex kit, this at all, by the look of it. But it's certain that you're probably going to end up with more bits left over, frankly, than you're actually going to need to use for the build. Again, specifically if you're going for, I should say, the box art T4, the Kinetic aircraft. So really like this, looks great, definitely going to be built. It's on the schedule. One or two things ahead, but do look for it. Look for the full build coming in Build Now in due course within Scale Modelling Now. So that's the Kinetic Harrier T4 in 48 scale in that cracking scheme.